What is up, everyone? Lion Roar here, and we are back with another live stream. We are facing off against Revolution in war. We have an attack boost war, and this is actually one of my favorite types of wars, mainly because I like the wars that are not one-sided to the defense. I like when both sides get a benefit here. And actually, well, I'll put it this way. At least with attack boost, it seems more like a fair fight than against like arrows or something like that. So I enjoy just having that little bit of extra time to be able to find tiles on the board and things like that. So good to see you all. What's up, Xavier? Crash, good to see you. Hey, Jesus in the house. Me, what's up? What's up? All right, so we have a relatively close war going on here. We have 14 hits left and a score of 6,855, and they have 5 hits left, and they have a score of 6,660. So it does look like we are in the lead and should probably carry this one through, going over 7,000 points. Yeah, let's just get in here to it. All right, let's see if we can get, let's go for 15 likes before the end of the first match. How does that sound? You think you can beat me to the end of the first match? Let's try it. All right, so I'm going to look for, I think, a Bira tank here. Because I do have Lady Loki, or we could go after this one here too. This is fine. Gravemaker. You know, there's an Octros up there. That also has status ailments. Yeah, let's just go for Bira. There's not many great targets for Lady Loki, so we might as well go after one where it matters with this particular team. And let's see, I think I want the other side of this June. Here we go. All right, good. That looks good to me. And attack. Dang, you guys are fast. You got up to over 15 likes before I even finished the first, before I even started the first battle. All right, we have a nice little cascade here, and it makes sense to do this. And this should set off, well, now my Lady Loki's completely useless, but that's all right. We're going to try to kill the left-hand side. I think that side is the most threatening. Trying not to set off Elizabeth ahead of time. There we we go. We got it. Alright, let's just protect ourselves. I like the minions as protection against Odin here. I'd say this battle's going pretty well. Akvila, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, let's just set this off. It's only 3 tiles, but we're close to winning here, so I just want to kind of get it over with. Look at that Pengi. Really, really amazing strength that Pengi has. And that's it. All right, guys, you just crushed the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's huge of you. And that was a pretty good way to start out, I'd say. So I'm going to take this moment to let you know I have another video coming out today for those of you who are following my channel. I play Empires and Puzzles, play a number of games, and I'm really excited to release a video of Gods Unchained Weekend Ranked. I've been getting really deep into the events there, and let's just say I had a huge comeback win in some of the higher levels of the ranking. It was amazing. So make sure to check that out. And if you haven't played Gods Unchained yet, the cool thing about it is it's based off of NFTs. So the cards that you get in packs, you actually own and can trade and sell or do whatever you'd like with, which is really cool. Brand new to the world of gaming, and that's going to be huge. It's absolutely huge that you actually get to keep the value of the cards in your game. And if I ever decide to stop playing Gods Unchained, I can just sell those cards, which is really, really cool. But yeah, the matches are exciting, so I want you to check that out. I'll put that out like right after this stream, maybe like in an hour or so after the stream. So that's good. There's a link to download it in the description of this video. If you want to play it, you'll get a few free packs. Of course, I'm also playing Gemstone Legends, and there's a link to that as well. All right, how are y'all doing? What's up, Paul? Good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. I just did the first hit. It was kind of on easy mode, which is good because I didn't have necessarily my best heroes for that. Let's go against a team that's pretty powerful here. I want to see some good heroes in the flanks and wings because I have a Lord Loki team, and I do like to use his effect to great effect. I actually think this is a relatively good target. This one might be the best target. Let's try this one. We're going to, let's see, I think, do I want to dispel buffs or cleanse? I'm going to wait to decide on that. I need to look at their team again. Let's go find Melosi. I'll put Melosi over here. And the other June. And then we're going to do our Lord Loki. And Costume Krampus. All right. Make sure the 11 mana troop is on Melosi there. Now, okay, so Octros has a status ailment to get rid of. But Null Pod. I think I'm just going to cleanse. I'm going to choose the cleanse. Here we go. All right. I like the yellows and blues that I see, but there's not quite enough of them on the board for my liking. Let's see if we can manipulate this board into getting a few more. 1, 2. Well, at least we can get 2 matches out of the yellows. And that's all right. We could potentially stop Oxros. I mean, we don't stop his, like, direct damage, but we stop the, attack down. Alright, let's hope Vivica lives here. And that's the death sentence. Whenever you say, I hope a particular hero lives, that's how you know they're gonna target it. Notepod finally died. I probably delayed too long on killing Notepod. Well, too bad. Alright. Let's go after a red tank now. I'm kind of okay going after any of them. Let's go here. All right, we'll go with Antel and Poseidon. Let's give the 23 troop to Ariel and fight. Again, we're close with mana tiles, but not quite. This will probably just narrowly not kill. Oh, it actually killed him. I was gonna say, I bet that narrowly doesn't kill him. All right. So I don't need to use Onatel yet. In fact, this is the best time to be hitting Lady of the Lake with some tiles here. All right. Oh my gosh. Why? That's just like so famous in Empires and Puzzles. You just barely don't kill them. Every time. All right. There it is. Thank you, Visar. Nice to see you. All right. Next up, we can actually go against this Gravemaker team with a green heavy team because it has Kingston. And the trick here is if you put Kingston in the middle, then Gravemaker can only put his flames on up to 2 heroes. So let's see. How takes a shot? Costume Regard. And how about Evelyn? Go. All right. We got a nice match in the middle. Hopefully it brings some greens up from the bottom. We'll just have to see. All right, we got our 3 purple matches already. That's nice. Okay, we can undo Gravemaker's effect, so let's... in case you don't know, Margaret's a little sneaky. She used to be a terrible, terrible, terrible hero of the month, and that's what people have in their mind. But since they buffed her, she's actually relatively good. She makes it really hard to win because of all the dodging that happens. I really would like to get green tiles. I haven't made any green matches yet. Still trying to gather some green tiles here. And this is why I brought Kingston along. Look, it's only going to deal 2 damage there. Goodness, I cannot get green tiles on the board, can I? I've got 2 matches, but it's going to be too late. Yeah, see, now I'm totally drained. And this is when I die. There's not much I can do if I don't have tiles, so I just gotta play this one out. This is like the kind of thing I don't like with Empires and Puzzles, is these kind of moments. Like, you know, if you don't have the tiles, if you don't get the tiles, you just lose. All right. Well, that was that. Let's look for perhaps good boomer bust target. This one could be good. See, like in that last match, I had the 2 green matches, and it's like, as you saw, I even made them, and I just had to hope to have a follow-up, which never came. But if I spent any more time trying to get rid of crappy tiles, then I don't make any matches. I don't deal any damage. And that is just the way the cookie crumbles. All right. We're going to go Anzo, Octros, Wilbur, Cristobal, Ratatusker, and say go. That board looks a little better. We need more green tiles. I'm going to need to spend a little time getting rid of crap here. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, I think we've got our 3 red matches at least, so let's start making those. All right. We'll get another go at them here. I just love the ending of that. That's always fun. Okay. We got one more. It looks like we can wait to reset the board, so we'll go ahead and set up the tournament team while we're waiting for my teammates. Ads everywhere. All right. Rush attack. We are missing purple. So yellow tanks would be good for 4-star. My 4-stars are like my weakest, I think. But we could do, let's see, Anastasia. She's either summoning a minion or a fiend, which is cool. I've not actually used her yet. I'm curious. Let's do it. I either get minions or fiends, and this is just going to be a fun defense for whoever is playing to play. And let's see, new buffs, -3. Let's try to slow them down too, since this is very fast war. That'll mess them up. And yeah, we could put Liju in the back. And I don't really have many other yellow heroes I would consider putting here, but maybe another Guardian Jackal. Why not? It's a funny team, but we'll run with it. Oh man. What's up, Martini? How you doing? Rangers Rock says, with the insane power creep, I forget Gravemaker exists sometimes. Yeah, I know. It's hard to keep up with. What special heroes do we have now? We have the ninjas. Anyone get a good ninja? I did a video talking about Topaz and talking about Peridot, so make sure to go check that out if you haven't already. I think they're good heroes, but pretty much everything they're releasing these days is good. All right, let's see how we're doing with war. All right, we just have that cleanup at the top, which I'll do if I have to. But I've got a pretty good remaining team. All right, so this is a good time to let you know that right after this stream, I'm going to be putting out a video for Gods Unchained. I did awesome in the weekend ranked event, and I recorded all of my wins, and I'll be putting those out progressively throughout this week. But man, I had one of the most heart-stopping comeback wins I have ever played in any game. And so in about an hour or two after the stream, I'll post that video so you can watch that in Gods Unchained. So it's a card game a lot like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or something like that, and also a mix between that and like Hearthstone or Legends of Runeterra, which I've also played on this channel. And the best thing about it, compared to all those other games, is that it's a digital version of a card collecting game. So you actually get to keep the pieces that you own. Like in Empires and Puzzles and in Magic the Gathering Arena and Hearthstone, you don't actually own your digital pieces to that game. You don't own the cards. It's still within the confines of the game and the company. As you well know, or Empires and Puzzles would let us trade our heroes, right? But they want to control the market. They want, you know, all the money for that. But in a game like Gods Unchained, there is a secondary market where you can sell your individual cards, and they created it to be that way on purpose because, you know, it defeats the purpose of a trading card game if you don't actually get to trade the cards. So that's fun. But it's a really, really fun game. And I did put a link in the description of this video if you want to try it out too, because that'll get you a few free packs. You can play totally for free because it's a new style of game called play to earn. So just by playing, you get free packs. You can get rare packs, epic packs, legendary packs just for playing. You know, I'm at the point in the game now where I can compete up in the highest levels of the game in Mythic ranked. And those come with some really good free prizes. In fact, they just increased the amount of packs that you can earn just by playing the game for free. Which is really, really nice. And since I did really well in weekend rank, that means I'm going to earn, oh gosh, I think I won 7 free packs through this weekend ranked. So I put a link to the deck that I used in the description of the video that I'm going to put out too, so that if you are a Gods Unchained player, you can absolutely click on that and play it. You might need to make a couple changes. There is one card choice I made for that deck that's really expensive, and so some people might not be able to play that. But let's see what chat is saying. Who's better for my war tank, Freya or Moreau? That's Martini asking. Freya or Dr. Moreau? That's a great question. And I know you're going to hear the cop-out answer, which is it depends on who the rest of your team is. I'd say they're relatively even. They're both pretty good. I would think that Freya has a slightly higher win rate. However, you know, we have a hero of the month here who is a minion hating hero. Or was that the ninja? Oh my gosh, I'm like brain farting here. No, it's the freaking ninja. So I guess not many people are going to have that hero. Iris is the one who dispels. I'm getting Iris confused with Topaz, I think. Iris dispels. So you know what? Like having a minion hero like Freya is actually pretty good. Because it keeps your team alive, but it's also an aggressive style of defensiveness, if you know what I mean, because it's still like doing damage and things like that, and those minions do a good amount of damage. So I think Freya is slightly better. I don't know. Other people in the chat, feel free to help out and chime in with what you think there. Rooster got Micah. Nice. Congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, Simon did around 40 pulls. Shale was the best. I'll tell you what. Like, I know I said this in a couple of the last streams, but I'm like not really spending on Empires and Puzzles anymore for that reason. I summoned a whole lot through the winter season, and I did get Costume Krampus, and I did get Costume Mother North. The costumes were new to me. I had the other heroes before, but I didn't get any of all the events through the winter through the winter season. I didn't get any of the new event heroes, and I have done tons of summons for ninjas and have not gotten a single legendary hero. So why would I throw my money away into something like that when now there's games like Gods Unchained around where you actually hold on to the value of your cards? Obviously, I'm still playing Empires and Puzzles because it's fun and I have a lot invested into my roster. So I'm certainly still enjoying that. But at this point, free to play, cheap to play, I think that's the way to go with Empires and Puzzles. Yeah. So Icon's asking if I can take the clean. I'll be glad to take the clean. That's cool with me. All right, we're going to go with Emilio, Marge, Sashat, Sartana, and I'll go with another Costume Rigard. Looks good. Andrew Chang has a good answer, so look in the chat for Andrew's answer. I like that. Good advice. I usually wouldn't run tiles like this into a hero, but I'm just trying to end it fast. Why is Magni not dying? This should be over already. There you go. Simon says, yep, doing the same. Cheap to play for me now. Yeah. I don't know. You know, the legendary heroes that are extremely powerful are coming out so fast and furious now. Even the whales in the game, it's hard for them to keep up. And I'll leave the stream with this, you know, not to be a downer or anything, but it feels to me like we're in a stage of the game with Empires and Puzzles where they're trying to extract as much money out of the late game as they possibly can. So they're seeing how much money the whales are willing to give up. They're pushing it as hard as they possibly can to see if they're still willing to buy every single thing that they put out, or at least shoot for it. And I think they are. I mean, I think that the stats play out that the top spenders in the game are pretty much carrying the income for Small Giant Games and for Zynga. And so as long as that's the case, they're going to keep putting it out that way. There is a benefit to it, though. So I don't want to be totally like negative about it. It's not incentivizing the rest of us in the game, like the probably 90 to 95% of us who play this game. It's not incentivizing us to really spend on the game anymore, but a benefit is now that the game is extremely diversified. So there's all kinds of different heroes out there now that you face. Like the defenses aren't all the same. I want to show you what the benefit to this is. Let's go back into the war and look at all the different tanks. We have Bira, Octros. I always forget the freaking bunny's name. Killhair. We have Ludwig. We have Null Pod. We have Vonda. Not a single repeat tank in that first row there. Then we have Bira, Dr. Moreau, Hannah. We have another Vonda there, another Null Pod. We even have Ferrant here, which is also kind of a cool tank off the beaten path, but I like it. We have an Alfreak up here. Do you see the diversity that that has caused in this game? There used to be a time where you either had the top tier tank or you didn't. And when you would face off in war, there were even alliances, many alliances, that if you didn't have the tank that they ran, you couldn't be in the alliance. So an example of this is like Teleria. Actually, let's go way back in time. Guinevere. Guinevere used to be one of the top tanks. If you didn't have Guinevere, you couldn't be in a lot of the competitive alliances. And then Teleria came along and was even better as a tank. And then you couldn't really be in alliances unless you had Teleria, unless you were okay playing more casually in like the second and third tiers of the game, which is fine. A lot of people are fine there. In fact, that's what our purpose here is in the United Adventurers, is to play competitively but enjoy it casually. So we're not putting a lot of pressure on each other to just go, 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 be the best, be the best. No, it's more about participating and having fun, which is what I like about this. But at this point, what we're seeing is a diversity in the game that didn't used to exist. So I think it's fine for us to be cheap to play or free to play at this point of the game. You know, I don't think it's a secret that Empires and Puzzles is nearing its end. I'm not saying it's going to end tomorrow, but within a year or a year and a half or two, probably. And so at this point, just ride it out and have fun. There's no point in stressing over it, and we're not going to get every best hero. So I enjoy the puzzle of trying to play with the pieces that I have. So I hope you guys do too. I don't know. It's the diversity is cool. One nice thing about my roster, since I am one of the longer playing players in this game, is I've got a really old roster. So a lot of the newer players have to face off against heroes that I have that they're like, what the heck are those? What era did that come from? But it does also mean my roster's probably at this point weaker than a lot of the newer players, which is fine. That's fine. All right, guys. Well, that's all for today. Look out for my Gods Unchained video that I'm putting out today. I'm also playing Gemstone Legends, and I just assembled a team in that is unstoppable. So while I am taking a break from playing in a guild in Gemstone Legends while my work schedule is absolutely crazy, I cannot wait to show you the ridiculous team I put together in Gemstone Legends. You can also find the link to that in the description of this video. Both Gods Unchained and Gemstone Legends are games that you can play for free if you want to, or cheap, just like with Empires and Puzzles. But you know, join me there. I'm over there. Spock's over in Gemstone Legends. So is Anchor, Archon, a lot of other old faces in Empires and Puzzles. If you enjoy streams like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I drop new videos or go live. And I will catch you in the next one.